Chapter 9. Approaching Women. I love approaching women. Here's a way to look at it. We are all in constant self-improvement. Our past selves are always less evolved than our present form. Let us see the difference between Pook version 1.2 and Pook version 2.9. Pook version 1.2. In this version of Pook, we find that he is shedding off that nice guy straitjacket. He knows he ought to approach. Unfortunately, he sees it as a chore. So enters a beautiful chick. Poor Pook feels himself freezing up. He bites the bullet and goes talk to her.
Hi.
Hello?
So, what you up to?
Just grocery shopping. Ran out of food. Got to get some more, you know? You?
Oh, the same. Well, see you.
No, you are quite correct. This was pathetic. At the time, my mind did not think this. Rather, I was thinking, you have accomplished your mission. You have approached the chick. Well done. With that type of thinking, no wonder I wasn't having any fun. Pook version 2.9. Now let us see how a more recent version of Pook enters a beautiful woman in the bread section of the store. I approach.
So, you like bread too?
She laughs. Yes, ha ha ha.
Here, try this one.
Pook tosses some bread at her. Potato bread? No, I don't think so. Laughing, she puts it back.
Have you seen X product? Don't just stand there. Come on!
Pook takes her hand and they go across the store. Now, this Pook is crazy. She gives him her number. What is the difference between 2.9's mind and 1.2's mind? The difference is 1. The earlier Pook saw the approach as the woman to be the prize to be won. The later Pook saw himself as the prize. The early Pook saw the approach as a mission. The later Pook saw the approach as an opportunity for fun. 2. The earlier Pook tries to make things fun for the woman and fails. The later Pook doesn't care and focuses on his feelings. In other words, he has fun himself. The early Pook thinks, oh my, I hope I am doing things correctly. Is she smiling? Is she keeping eye contact? Is she having fun? The later Pook thinks, whee! Have fun! To hell with formulas and rules. As long as I have fun, what does it matter if she rejects me or not? I think, well, she doesn't know how to have fun. Focus on having fun then, on avoiding the pain of rejection or loneliness. The carrot is more attractive to her than the stick. Quit taking this so seriously. These are girls. Girls! What are they going to do to you? Beat you up? You like having fun, right? Then do it. Be playful. Be crazy. Do what makes you have fun and see if she'll go along for the ride. No more nervousness. No more shyness. Those feelings originate in you, worrying how you will be perceived. Rather, everything is in how you perceive yourself. This makes the difference. Looks are more important to younger women. High school and college girls are more looks-oriented. Quote, girls do not care too much about your personality at this age. And what age are you speaking of, Bashful? You'll be surprised how far a steady confidence will take you. But I know this will not convince you. You think you've lost the lottery of life. I have some questions. How can you be happy in a relationship if you're not happy being single? If you want to be judged for your personality and not looks, do you likewise judge girls for their personalities and not their looks? Whatever standards you have for women, they must be applied to yourself as well. Do you pursue a chick's personality or her looks? I've been seeing this attitude of, it's all looks, boo-hoo, woe is me. If I had that same attitude, I'd be sitting in front of my computer every night, getting drunk, as my heart shrivels in the acid of bitterness. Bashful, I have no sympathy for you. Women are judged on looks much more harshly. When a fat chick whines, guys are just after looks. You know what I say to them? What are you going to do about it? Usually, these chicks either work out, make themselves thinner and more attractive, or they turn into a militant feminist with a bitter excuse of a heart. By letting their responses guide your actions, you are being shaped by your environment. In other words, being feminine. This isn't attractive in any situation or age. You are your destiny. What you do today shapes tomorrow. Think, dream, and never lose the name of action. 3 months from now, I want to come on this forum, and I want to see a post by Bashful saying, "Guys, this chick I am with is awesome. Geez, I feel like the greatest guy in the world." You may think that's unrealistic, but on the Don Juan forum, it happens all the time. Now it's time for it to happen to you. But it will never come without action and proper mindset. We are behind you. I now disagree with what I wrote there about the girls initializing dates are romance. I have never in my life seen a girl initiate a date for romantic interests. Girls will flirt to tell you they are interested. Guys confirm your interest by asking for their number. Just from observation, guys seem to fall in love much, much faster than girls do. The best defense I see from falling into infatuation so soon, so fast, is to have interest in other women. This will prevent the "she's the only one for me" disease. Men want sex. Women want relationships. If they make it hard for us, then why should we not make it hard for them as well? As you think, you shall become. Exactly. It is not putting forth a spell on them or controlling them. It is a matter of controlling yourself. Your destiny depends on what you think. As you think, you shall become. And so long as you think, so long you remain free. I hate classifications, but this one is needed to carry forth the point. Nice guy. This guy is still acting like a chick, like a henid. He is feeling her. He is in the orbit of the hot chick and feels so mystified by her. The nice guy is boring, but he never realizes this because he feels so good by being around the hot chick. This is why the nice guy keeps doing his stupid dinner dates and stays consistently boring. Player. This guy knows how stupid the nice guy way is and strives to control the chick. He aims at rapport and creating attraction. He is trying to create feelings in the chick. This has a natural glass ceiling because you cannot be creating feelings forever, especially when it comes to a relationship, and can't hide behind mystery and distance any longer. This guy is still at ground zero. He is not in the negative world of the nice guy, but he still hasn't understood the role nature has. This path leads only to vanity, never love. Don Juan. The historical Don Juan was a man who led a victorious naval battle. He would later run off and go after the Princess of Aragon. The nice guy is drunk with his feelings. The player keeps thinking of control and power over the chick's feelings. The Don Juan gives off feelings, unconsciously. He is a sexual light in the world the women flock to. The nice guy mythologizes the woman. He turns her into a goddess. The Don Juan mythologizes himself. He turns himself into a demigod. This is the difference. The players, seducers, etc., are caught in between. They still don't understand the power of imagination. In fact, they blame imagination for them being a nice guy. Now, they swear they are going to live only in reality. People always ridiculed me because I placed so much emphasis on what is going on in your mind, but that is where the battle is. Start thinking sexual, even if you aren't changing your behavior or doing any tactics, and women will respond differently. Why? No one, not Ross Jeffries, not ASF, not D'Angelo, a letter commented on this and he was mystified. No one understands it. It is a sixth sense. No philosophy understands this either. Not Vinegar, not the Greek philosophers, no one. The only people who seem to understand it are the poets. And with this seed of thought in your mind added with the soil of action, a cascade of reactions will occur. You will slowly change physically, mentally, emotionally, and dare I say it, spiritually. You are in a new world, a true brave new world, where imagination is used properly, not as some entertainment. And this is how you unite dream and day. Be a man. There is a prize to the person who correctly answers this question. What is a man? When asked what they want in a guy, women say simply, a man. But alas, real men are becoming more and more rare these days. Women are tired of the sensitive wimps who have no backbones. One woman even wrote a song about the subject. Where have all the cowboys gone? So, what is a man? How should he act? Decades and centuries ago, the question was nonsense. But today, in our feminized culture, this may be more in America than in other countries. Most of us have been raised to believe that there is something inherently wrong with being a man and acting the way how a man should act. No wonder males don't know how to act around women. No wonder websites like these exist. Indeed, I embarked on this mystery to find out the answer to this question. Several women were bunched up in a group, gossiping and yapping about cute boys, fashion, relationships that is nothing. This behavior extends to all women of all cultures, and also different animal species. Cows group together and moo and gnaw on grass and take notice of bulls brave enough to approach the group. I approach. "How are you, ladies? I am the Pook." A woman squeals. "Oh, it's a Pook?" The others squeal in unison. Once the ladies calm themselves after being in the presence of a Pook, I ask them, "Ladies, do tell me, what do you define as a man?" With devilish tongues, the women answer, "A man is someone sensitive to me. A man is the guy who will take care of my needs. A man is the one that is in tune with my feelings. A man is one who doesn't have an ego. A man is the guy who will sit and watch chick flicks all day with me. A man is the guy who will go shopping with me. A man is the guy who will share all his feelings with me." Such are the common answers. The males listen and actualize what the women say. They are constantly declared sweet and wonderful and nice, oh, so nice. Mothers and older women are proud of them and tell them, "If I were younger, I would go for you." Poor nice guy. The women his own age avoid him like the plague and jump for the jerks. The nice guy becomes an emotional tampon to be used and discarded. The nice guy, being so nice and sweet, listens to the woman vomit her feelings about men and bleed her problems of her boyfriend on him. He listens with bated hope when he hears, "Oh, why can't guys be like you? You listen and understand." Then she turns around and gets abused by another jerk. The vicious cycle repeats again and again. Why are women acting in this way? They are simply acting as women do, as in their nature. The problem is not with them, it is with guys. We are afraid to embrace our nature, that of being a man. Being in a culture that sees manhood as predatory and oppressive and uncouth, we cover it up within ourselves. By doing so, we hide our sexuality. Sexuality? Do I mean rock-hard abs and rippling muscles? That is not what women find sexy. It's a contributing factor, not the core. A type of personality is what women are looking for. Someone they can depend on has backbone, someone who will be successful has ambition, and someone who is decisive has charge. Nice guys have no backbone because they think women are frail things that will break in confrontation. Nice guys reveal no ambition because they fear being seen as arrogant to women. Nice guys are afraid to be decisive for fear of being seen as oppressive. Two poles of thought men drift into: the nice guy and the jerk. Both blame the other.
"You ruin the women with your lack of commitment and unappreciative nature,"
says the nice guy.
"You spoil the women with your endless listening ear and stupid caring attitude,"
replies the jerk. The two endlessly war. Those on the sidelines have their own conclusions. One side says, "The jerk is the way to go. Ceaseless sex. Evolution demands it." The other side says, "The nice guy is the way to go. Glorious relationship. Society demands it." But the two still argue.
"You cause the women to think they are in control,"
says the jerk.
"Ah, but you cause the women to think all men are scum,"
replies the nice guy. Is there not an end to the nice guy versus jerk debate? Are these the only choices? The cycle. The nice guy emerges. He is tenderized and wants to shout in every woman's ear.
"I will not abuse you. I am sweet and good. Based on that alone, you should date me."
When the nice guy talks to the girl on a date, poof, the date turns into Oprah.
"Oh, my life has been so downhill from here.
The nice guy whines.
My little girly car was slashed, I failed my classes, but because of you, this day has been so much better."
Then the nice guy goes,
"Let me tell you my life story. My birth was long, hard, and painful for my mother."
Our culture has become so feminized that the nice guy thinks it is proper to vomit his feelings and emotions all over the place. It's gross. Women, rightfully, run for the hills when they hear your declarations of love. The metamorphosis comes. The nice guy eventually realizes what all the ladies want, becomes bitter, and changes himself into a jerk. His goal now is to sleep with as many women as possible and figure out all the tricks and tactics to do so. He focuses on calculation rather than natural joy. When a woman comes, he pulls out a chart of all the moves and tactics with arrows and patterns. He unleashes his laptop, accesses a lay guide, and reviews his strategy. Time passes, and once was fun becomes meaningless. Back to being nice. He sees it now as turning on nice guy or turning on jerk. Why can't I just be myself? He soon thunders at reality. Just be a man. There is no need to reprogram yourself. You will have the interest you have, the hobbies you have, the body you have, but you can easily become a man. It is all simply in the way how you think, and as you think you shall become. But what is man? Shall we have the answer? Here it is. A man is a guy who is not scared of his testosterone. A man follows the passion in his life. Passion of women? Of course not. A man has goals and desires that goes above that of chasing chicks. After childhood, there are true winners and losers in life. A man desires to be the winner. A man wants to win in what he does. Because of his passion, a man can sometimes come off as arrogant and egotistical. He does not apologize for this or for his desires.
It is your actions that cause the disgrace of men,
says the nice guy.
It is yours.
Replies the jerk. No, gentlemen, the disgrace of men is in not embracing your true nature, following your passion, and thus loving life. Women are to enhance your life, not to be your life. So to the nice guy, stop placing your happiness on getting a girlfriend. To the jerk, quit wasting your life on seduction. Don't spend your time chasing girls. Invest it by putting it into your interests and desires, thus the whole of your life. When you do this, all of a sudden you have what every woman wants: ambition, charge, decisiveness, backbone, kindness, stableness, and confidence. I want you to read what a woman posted as what she thought was a great guy. Quote, "Qualifications of a great guy. 1. Physical. A bit athletic, so he's in shape and a good complexion, if he can help it. Very focused, intelligent eyes which pay attention to whoever deserves it. Hair that can be tousled, and a relaxed but tidy wardrobe. 2. Emotional. His attitude has got to be mostly deterministic and level-headed. If crappy stuff happens to him, he should roll with the punches and learn from it. If he ends up doing crappy stuff, then he should get up, brush off, and be a better guy the next time round. He must also have deep convictions. He should never give up his ideals or morals for anything. I know it sounds cheesy, but he must be respectful to his mother. It reflects character, even if she is witchy like some moms these days. And of course, sense of humor, artistic, and an awesome boyfriend. 3. Social. A great guy is the one who offers the girls a chair, opens doors, etc., but isn't a total flirt. He just considers it his duty. A guy should clean up his language around girls. He should stand up for people who are being bashed in conversations. That's important to us girls because backstabbing is common among us, and we really notice when somebody isn't a gossip. And my personal thing is that he should be the guy who could be the center of attention, but he prefers to hang out with the few guys in the back who are his genuine friends. Phew. I hope this helped a bit. Physique. As long as it's within the usual bounds, is pretty much unimportant. If you want to get a really great girl, start working on your character and self-control, not because it's you, but because those two things are really uncommon these days. Because a great girl is one who's been working on that already and she'll recognize it in you. A man has character and deep convictions. He has passion in life about something. It is this passion that transforms his life, gives him confidence, and gives him joy. It is this passion that will give you that right mindset for you, have goals and dreams that go beyond chicks. Remember, if you cannot command respect, you cannot attract love. If you cannot be respected, women will ignore you and/or abuse you. Once upon a time, there was a little boy who was scrawny, cried easily, and was a total wuss. At the age of 10, his father looked down at him disapprovingly. "You are such a wimp," he scolded at his son. The boy cried but eventually discovered what was wrong with him. He worked out, studied, and utilized himself. He went around the world in the most ferocious quests. He became strong and powerful. He entered politics and became an unstoppable force. He would be shot when giving a speech, but he would pull himself back up to continue the speech. He was President Teddy Roosevelt, one of the more significant characters in America. If that little wimpy boy could become such a character, anyone can be a man. What do guys today do? We try to hide our strength and express our femininity. Take an example of guys. Early on in a relationship, they will show how great they are by cooking for the woman. As Auntie Dump said, quote,
Real men are not available. They are climbing mountains. They are swimming across rivers. What are you doing? Making spaghetti?
"A man does not go through life walking on eggshells." Nice guys think, "Does she like me? How do I get her to like me?" Good guys think, "Should I like her? Should I go for her?" The good guy doesn't think about the girl's interest until they're dating. The good guy looks at all the girls and takes what he wants. Focuses on his dreams. No, this does not include the chick. You must have passion for something in life, something you even want to do for the rest of your life. Your romantic life is an echo of your regular life. Does not apologize for his testosterone and for his desires.
Oh, I'm so sorry, ladies. I'm afflicted with this disease known as male. It is natural for me to glance at you, your oh-so-curvaceous body. I'm so sorry. Please, please forgive me.
Would a woman apologize for her feminine acts? So why should you apologize for your masculinity? Tries to always win in what he does. After childhood, there are real winners and losers in life. Men build towers. Women build webs. If you aren't constructing your tower, or aren't even planning it, why should she cast her web at you? If you want worthy chicks, you, yourself, must strive to become worthy. Has deep convictions that allows him to be a possible leader. This is crucial because one day you will become the leader of your own household. Yes, we talk of 50-50 of everything being equal, but nature's laws surpass that of humans. Women naturally submit and nurture, men naturally lead and provide. If you were a woman, would you want a nice guy in charge of your household? Or would you want a man? Seeks to solve problems rather than to place blame. If there is a problem, you solve it. You do not go, "Oh, boo-hoo, this was because of him." A woman naturally wants a guy who deals with problems, not pass them along. Would you want that in your woman? Of course not. Sees failure as only a temporary setback to the inevitable. Statistically, you're more likely to be rejected than to be accepted. So how do you become more and more accepted and have lots of girls? It is when you increase your trying so much that the accepting rate satisfies you and you don't notice the rejections. Napoleon Hill's book, interviewing extremely successful people, these men of destiny did not let failure destroy them. Indeed, Napoleon concludes that destiny puts out these trials and failures to test the men if they are proper and fit for their role in shaping history. Knows where he is going in life. True seduction isn't calculation or painful discipline. It is the same as with everything that makes a success, a passion for life. Never loses his passion, for that would be the death of his soul. Nice guys hate bachelorhood. They hate it so much. Some even wish for the old days of arranged marriages so they wouldn't have to put up with all the games. Jerks love bachelorhood so much they can't see anything else in life. While women love guys that can get women, jerks offer nothing worthwhile long-term wise. Alas, the women always try to change the jerk, but never the nice guy. Why? Because a man is strength, and a jerk displays strength on some level. Nice guys never do. Never feels he has to prove himself to anyone. Flowers, candy, poetry, all can be good additions to a relationship, but so many nice guys use them to buy the relationship as if they must prove themselves. They flood with the poor woman with gifts to show they mean it. So, away with the flowers, those dead plants as tokens of affection. Away with the chocolates, the candy and sweets, those sugary pursuits to purchase love. Away with the poetry, those rotten verses of declarations of love. Away with the quest to prove yourself, and let her prove herself to you, for you are the Don Juan. Be a man, and with it, you will advance in your career, your social life, and even your dealings with women. Men are very rare these days, so if you become one, you will be in high demand. Your career will become better as people look at you as a leader. Life will redevelop before your eyes, for you will obtain the most single quality that men, not trophy husbands, not nice guys, not tactful players, but men have a monopoly on: respect. You are the man, for if you don't stand for something, you shall fall for everything. Casual dating. Why, look at this. We have received a letter from the ladies. Dear So Suave youth, before we, shall we say, get down to business, we have some things to say. Casual dating is okay. Asking a girl for her number is okay. Random hookups are not ideal. Sitting in your room and pretending to be content with your love life, or lack thereof, is not cool. This letter is meant to revive casual dating with you young males, a practice that used to be followed by most, yet one that is strangely absent today. Casual dating does not mean commitment. It will not limit your freedom. It will not interfere with the pursuit of life and joy, two of which we hold as one. From my experiences, your relationships fall into two categories: random hookups or virtual marriage. Either two people stay together for a few hours and pretend like nothing happened between them the next day, or they become attached at the hip from their first date and become oblivious to the rest of the world. The problem with these two extremes is that most of us want something in the middle. But boys, you can do something about that. And I will tell you how. 1. Get girls' phone numbers. If you're attracted to a girl, getting her number can't hurt. It will keep your options open in the case that you decide that you may be ready to go on an actual date in your young age. Although this is a rare occurrence, it does happen. Getting a girl's number can be avoided if you think that you could invite her out personally, which is ideal, as phone conversations have the possibility of being somewhat awkward. 2. Hang out with your girl of interest during non-class, non-dorm activity time, non-job environment. Invite her over for dinner at your house or dining hall, or for some coffee, or for the gutsier guys, dinner at a restaurant. This is your chance to get to know your girl. Dates are fun! Even if there is no chemistry or not a lot to talk about, getting together puts you out there. It makes us feel like normal young people who do the normal dating things. The first date will give you a much better idea as to whether or not the girl is worth your time. 3. If the date was less than ideal, don't be aloof when you see the girl again. If your date made you realize that this girl probably isn't for you, it's probably, hopefully, a mutual thing. Chemistry and awkwardness are usually felt both ways, but don't pretend like it never happened. You guys can still act civilly toward each other. Being friends is totally okay. If the date went well, don't smother the girl. It's definitely nice to give her a call a few days after your date, but don't act like the two of you married. One date, or even a few dates, does not mean lifelong commitment. The goal here is casual dating, hanging out on an occasional basis and having fun. Although dating may lead to a relationship, it doesn't have to. Understandably, people at this school don't always have the time or desire for a significant other, but many of us want to hang out on an individual basis with members of the opposite sex that we like. And we aren't necessarily happy with the predominant means of doing that: party hookups. Casual dating is the perfect, middle-of-the-road solution to this problem. I know that asking a girl for her number or out to coffee or dinner can be hard, but it needs to be done. We ladies aren't mean. We try to encourage proactive behavior. Although rejection is always a possibility, the alternative is just too attractive and too necessary to pass up. Do you really want to go through your prime years of your youth without some form of dating? I should hope not. This was an actual letter from a lady written to all the men. It appeared in the Stanford University paper. This post isn't for the guys already comfortable going out there. This is for the shy, the homebodies, the ones on the internet every night. You want a girlfriend badly. It seemed like two choices: the hookups you find at parties or clubs, or the virtual marriage of a long-term relationship. The flaws of the joined at the hip virtual marriage the ladies described are many. It keeps you from meeting other people, and it is just a clinginess of each other, of two people tired of being single. You can be successful at this with marriage and everything, but even that may result in failure. Auntie Dump started out this way, married a girl, but divorce shattered him as he realized the girl never really liked him in the first place. He kept trying to please her rather than find a girl that fits him. Now we come to the other option. The party hookups and clubs sound like great fun and easy sex, but these probably don't fit your personality. Besides, these girls will care nothing for you and won't care if you drop dead the next day. And the sex? To these people, it becomes a theatrical act. It is mutual masturbation. It is not fulfilling. Also, consider that perhaps one day you will be married. When you are married, what do you like to do? Why, you go out. All the practice and skills you pick up with casual dating can be carried over to your marriage. Your pickup skills cannot. Casual dating has the best of the two extremes of random hookups and virtual marriage. The possibility of sex is there, but it definitely won't be a girl who will toss you aside the next day. The connection of virtual marriage is there, but it isn't as binding to keep you from meeting new people. Plus, casual dating gets you to find the girl that likes what you like, which random hookups and virtual marriage do not allow. Besides, casual dating is fun. When I was shy and locked up in my room, I always wondered, what ought I to do? Well, the answer is anything. Usually start off with something small, like dinner or a drink, where you can get to know her and see if she is worth your time. But literally, anything is at your disposal. Planning dates is fun as you get to pick what you want to do. Want to go browse museums and have a nice dinner afterward? Want to go rock climbing and rafting afterwards? A friend of mine, when he finds a girl he thinks is special to him, will even get out specific types of wine. This may sound sappy, but it isn't, and girls love it. It's fun to plan out what you want to do, and girls like to go along for the adventure. So, as you are bombarded by all this information, do this. Forget about Pook. Forget about So Suave. Forget about the DJ Bible. Forget about tips and discussions, women's psychology, and specific techniques. Go ask the number for that girl you have been eyeing. Do anything you'd like, from a simple dinner to event. If she likes you, she won't care. Forget this webpage with all its wordy text. People who stay here all day are trying to get it perfect, and you know what? Perfect is boring. Shake things up in your life. It won't matter if you know what to do for the second or third date. Most people don't. Do it one at a time. Go change your life, not by reading my posts or studying the forum, but by doing what you always wanted to do, to go out with that lovely young lady. Start small and ask out a girl that you really like. Once you get a date or two under your belt, you'll wonder why you wasted so much time on reading articles in the first place. You are welcome. Life awaits. The entire series is available on YouTube for free, but if you'd like to own a copy and support my work, you can purchase the 10-hour audio and PDF on Gumroad. The link is in the description.